Hi, this is also about Saturn Rahu conjunct and how many types of Saturn Rahu conjunct you have seen last 60 years. So 58 years back, 1968, 69, it was like Saturn Rahu conjunct in Piscean, and this year also 2025 also Saturn Rahu conjunct is happening in Piscean. So that time it was for 1.5 year. This time it is for 1.5 month. Another Saturn Rahu conjunct was in 2003, 2002. It was in 2003 almost whole. It was more than half. Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus. Then 1979, 80 Saturn Rahu conjunct was in Leo. Then Saturn Rahu conjunct was in Libra also, and Saturn Rahu conjunct in Capricorn also. Okay. So these are the Saturn Rahu conjuncts we get in last 60 years approx. Okay, in last 60 years we are getting this 5 type of Saturn Rahu conjunct, means Saturn Rahu conjunct in 5 different houses. Now when Saturn Rahu conjunct is in Piscean, it's a house of Guru. So you have to see where your Guru is. You have to check where your Guru is. If your Guru is posited well, then it's good. You will get help and suggestion from or remedy from a Guru, and you can get rid of some of the troubles. At least mental peace you can get. If your Guru is in bad condition, okay, Saturn Rahu conjunct you have, but Guru is not in good position. Like when Saturn Rahu conjunct was in Piscean, the Guru was in Leo, and then it is good at least because the dispositor Guru is in Leo. Definitely Guru is happy in Leo. It is okay. But what is the reason that you have a Saturn Rahu conjunct in the house of Guru? Because it's not only the house of Guru, Piscean is a house of donation, water, and all those things. You might be a person who never ever donated anything to anyone, never ever spent on anyone without any reason. It might be possible that you had a teacher and you have studied from the teacher, but you have not paid the teacher well. Okay, so that's why your Saturn Rahu conjunction is happened in Guru. Now Saturn Rahu conjunct is in Piscean, but where is Guru? Guru is in Taurus. Okay, so Guru is in Taurus means Saturn Rahu is sitting there and looking by third drishti to Jupiter in Taurus. So ethically those are good because Saturn is very ethical, strict, and all those things. And Saturn Rahu conjunct, when the Saturn conjuncts Rahu, if you try even unethical way, if you try even for short time of period, any unethical way for alluring gain and all, the result will not be good. Be ethical. If you have Saturn Rahu in any house, be ethical. If you are unethical, you will get a good punishment because Saturn Rahu conjunct is itself a curse. Curse means you have insulted your Guru, or you have taken education from your Guru and have not paid him, or you called Panditji for puja and you have not paid, you insulted the Panditji, you have not donated anyone. All these kind of thing you have done in other lives when you had much, but you did not decide to give away without reason. So what happens? Now all these things you did not do. This life you have to do. You are drawn to do all those things. There will be situations when the Guru of your past life will be your family member, and the situations will arise when you will be obliged to that person, and you will be it will be mandatory to serve that person. Now Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus or Libra. We have seen both Taurus and Libra Saturn Rahu conjunct in last 60 years. Taurus is in 2002. Taurus was Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus 2002, 2003. Okay, so those people who are having Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus, they must have not saved enough money, have neglected their household, neglected the family, neglected the health of the family, neglected saving money, and family, especially the ladies who are there in your as your family member, like your wife, especially your sister, wife, because Taurus and Libra, these are the Venus signs. So Taurus, Saturn Rahu conjunct, surely you have neglected your wife, you have neglected your love life, you have neglected your business, and Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus, you have neglected your family, close ones in the family who were ladies, like your mother, your sister, and neglected to save money, savings and all. You were not a stable person, so in this life you are extra stable. Might be it is possible that someone you don't like at all, you are Scorpio, and your 7th house is having Saturn Rahu, and there is someone whom you don't like at all, you don't want to get married with that person, but you are obliged to get married. There are some situations in the family which make you get married to that family, or you flayed with someone with 7th Saturn Rahu conjunct in Taurus. You are a boy, you flayed with a girl against the family, and after that you come to know some vices about the girl, and you don't want to live with that girl, but there are situations when you try a lot but you are unable to get separate from that person. Situations, please don't ask me, because about Saturn Rahu I can write a book. So many clients I have seen and so many lives I have actually watched throughout my life, so I can write a book on Saturn Rahu conjunct. So stories, every story is different kind of stories of cheating, or not only cheating, pain, extreme hard work which breaks you down physically, extreme mental trauma which breaks you down mentally, or both you have, and you have to tolerate and survive, and you have to go through in life. Now Saturn Rahu conjunct in Leo, there must be, it is your father or your king whom you insulted, whom you did not follow, whom you have hurt, whom you caused some harm. So in this life you have to suffer from your father's side, you have to suffer from your this is Kalpurush Kundli 5th house, so suffer from your kids and suffer from your hobbies and all. You cannot continue your hobbies. You had a great desire that your kid will be this, that, all over, but you are not able to manage whatever was your expectation towards your kid. Nothing is getting fulfilled, because there are situations you know that it is impossible for your kid to be whatever you wanted him or her to be. Okay, because it was your king, or it was your father, or any father figure, father, chacha, it can be not chacha, father or grandfather or whatever. There is a fair chance that it was your grandfather kind of someone. So you made them suffer, and this life you are suffering, and somehow those people will come in some relationship in your life according to your chart. If you are like Aquarius and Leo is your 7th house, then your spouse, you get married to someone, and the spouse, you come to know that spouse was already married, or so the marriage is not valid. मंदिर में जाके जो शादी की थी, that is not valid. This kind of thing. Saturn Rahu conjunct in Capricorn, then Saturn Rahu getting conjunct in its own house. Saturn in its own house, Rahu is 12, Aquarius is second co-lorded by Rahu. So Rahu from its lordship house to 12th house in Capricorn. Saturn Rahu conjunct in Capricorn. So you must have cheated your servant class people. Like a servant is there at your home, you have not paid that servant, you have tortured that servant, you have not given food to that servant and all, and this life you are having Saturn Rahu conjunct in Capricorn. So you suffer because those who were your servant either born as your servant in this life, and they make you suffer. You are sick, a servant is absent. something like that, or that servant who was servant in your previous life, this life he or she is not your servant, like your Cancer ascendant and Capricorn Saturn Rahu. The seventh lord in seventh and eighth lord is also in seventh, and so your spouse is very busy with his own family, and you are sick, you are having some trouble, monetary trouble or whatever. It does not matter to him at all. Is that it does not matter to him or her at all. Okay, so I have told about all kind of Saturn Rahu conjunct. I think Taurus also, Pisces and Taurus, Leo, Libra and Capricorn. Bye. Have a nice time. If your Saturn Rahu is conjunct in your own horoscope, D1, D9 chart, or in Bhavchalit chart, or in any other chart, please don't wear any dark colors, like avoid black, brown, gray, avoid navy blue and all darkest shades, like darkest coffee brown kind of colors, and all dark colors you avoid. Only if your Saturn Rahu is in Libra or Capricorn, then Saturn is exalted, or Capricorn Saturn is in its own house, so then you can use dark colors. Otherwise, use a little bit and see. Most of the time when you use Saturn Rahu conjunct, people, when they use dark colors, darkest shades of any color, they face severe setbacks. So don't use dark colors in clothes, don't use dark colors in furnishing, or wherever you can avoid them, do avoid. Okay, bye, have a nice time.